Hi guys, doing a video today on how I winterize my two-stroke equipment. This is just how I do it. A lot of people have different ways, but I'll show you what I do, which I get along with. It's a good way of doing it. So I finish with equipment now. Certain equipment you know you're going to be finished with. I'm not saying to do it to everything, it's just like stuff that you know you're not going to use. Edge trimmers, if you've got two-stroke mowers, trimmers, blowers might go on a bit further because of the cleanup of the autumn, but still you want to do it after that then. I have left it, mind, with fuel in. I've actually left this one with fuel in all winter, I forgot about it, and it's been fine. But just, you can never know with two-stroke. You could go thick and gooey in the carb and goo it up, and you've got nothing but problems then cleaning it all out before the season starts. So best to be safe and drain it all out, and I give it a quick service, if you call it that. If you want to get it ready, it's up to you. The more you do is up to you. I blew it all off with the airline, with the blower, but if you haven't got that, just use a little brush, wipe off where you can, brush off the blades. I use edge trimmer today, demonstration. I've sharpened the blades, as you can see, so they're ready to go. You could put some WD-40 or something on the blades, and we'll do that before I put it away. Check the air filter. So I think I'll show you what's in this one because I've seen this one before. Let's check the air filter on this one. These are quite awkward to get off. These are a bit of a knack. You've got to press down the chalk, you've got to pull it over the chalk when you put it back on the tripod a minute. I'm going to press down on the chalk lever and pop it there on the Ascrana 122 HD 60. If we look in here now, call them pines. It's the thing we do in Con. We get another light. It's the thing we do in conifers. All the pines go in there. So obviously, clean that out. You can see it as well. It's been going into the air filter. Around there. Like I said, I blow it out. Another trick as well, tip, put the chalk on before you take the air filter off, because you know nothing is going to go into the carb then. Pull these bits off. There you are. It was nice and clean in there. If it was dirty in there, you want to clean it out. Give it a wipe out. You can give this a bit of a flick, that's all. Just get any loose bits off, or blow it, whichever. Could brush it if it's worse, but you can see that's nice and clean. I'm not going to change the spark plug on this one, or fuel filter. I changed the spark plug at the end of last season. It was only a 2014 machine, so I think the fuel filter is alright. I will give it a bit of a blow off on the top there, not behind. And blow it out there. Watch your eyes. Hope it's all in shot. So that's alright, I'm happy with that. Put that back in, chuck the chalk, put this back on. Right, so like I said, I've changed the spark plug. You could change the spark plugs, fuel filter, that's all it is really on these. Like I said, sharpen the blades. Give them a general clean it all off. Could grease them up if you wanted to. All depends how much grease you put in the season. You could just grease it before you start. In the beginning of the season, you could do all this beginning of the season if you want on the service side. But I definitely recommend draining the fuel, and this is how I do it. There's a few ways of doing it, and a few ways I've done it, and they wouldn't start. So it's the way I do it. Right, so you want your fuel can, Funnel. Slingshot. I'll tell you what, I'll put the fuel can down first. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's a few ways to drain it, but this is the easiest way that I find. Prime it first, a few times. Still, I got a full tank of juice in here now. Choke on. Because I'll tell you a story. I've emptied the tank out of a lot of stuff. Tried starting it, they won't start. So you've got to put fuel back in. Other times I pumped it, then I drained all the fuel out, and they still don't start. Don't ask me why, but they won't start. So what I do, I make sure I still got the fuel in what I'm finished with, end of the season, pump in, fuel in, and start it up first. So I'm happy with that. I know it's got fuel in the carburetor. Now we'll drain it out. Gotta be careful with this, make sure there's no marks about or naked flames. Drain them out then. Bits out, and then all I do then is start it back up. And you know, you're using up whatever petrol is in the carburetor fuel. Like I said, do this to 2-stroke mowers. You could do it to any mower really if you want to just make sure the carb is empty. A lot of mowers will have an off switch on the fuel pipe, or not, you know what I mean? Just stop it there. You don't got to drain the tanks then. You can just shut the fuel line off, then run the mower until it's out and you know there's nothing in the carb. I'll start it now. I don't know how long it'll be, but a few minutes and you'll see it. It was a bit like watching paint dry. It's just you running on the last bits of fuel now. It's in the carburetor. Pause him and then put it back on when I hear it going funny. You can see in the airline, in the pipes now. There it goes, you're the revs wire then. There we are, it's all the petrol. I know the carburetor is empty now. So that's what you want. So that's all it is. That's all winterizing your 2-stroke equipment needs. Like I said, not so much with chainsaws. If you know you're going to use them, you wouldn't do that. Just do the equipment you 100% know you're not going to use through the winter to put them into storage. You know, it's got less chance of queuing up the carb because you've sucked most of it, if not all of it, out of the carb. The fuel tank is empty. Yeah, that's what I do on draining 2-stroke equipment. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.